It was a Friday night, and the rain poured as Maya closed up the cafe. It had been another crazy day, and all she wanted to do was go home, change into something more comfortable, and watch a movie. After locking up, she got into her little red car and started the 20-minute drive home. 5 minutes in, she noticed a black SUV in her mirror. At first, she thought nothing of it. There were plenty of cars on the road on a Friday night. But when she turned into the next street, she saw that the black SUV had turned into that street too. Her stomach tightened. Was she being followed? When she merged onto the main road, the SUV stayed close. Maya tried switching lanes, but the SUV did the same. Suddenly, her phone battery flashed 1%. She quickly pulled over, fished out her phone, and texted her friend, "I'm at the Shell station on Elm Street. Someone's following me." Her friend responded with a series of angry and worried emojis, but Maya didn't see them. The black SUV had pulled up beside her, and the driver was leaning out the window. Still focused on her phone, she didn't see him. Gestured for her to roll down her window, so she kept typing. She wrote, "I'm scared," then hit send. Then she looked up. The driver of the SUV was gesticulating wildly and shouting, but she couldn't hear him over the sound of the rain. He honked his horn twice. She looked down at her phone to see the 2 new messages from her friend. "What are you doing? Why didn't you tell me you were going to be out this late?" And, "Where are you?" But Maya couldn't respond. The black SUV had started moving again and was now directly in front of her, blocking her path. Panicked, she floored it, but the SUV stayed right in front of her. Then it turned left into the lane next to hers and sped up, overtaking her. She glanced at her phone and saw that she had 1% battery left. As the SUV slowed down, she used the last of her battery to text her friend, "I think he just rammed into me on purpose. Please call the police." The door on the driver's side flung open, and a man ran toward her. She slammed the car into park, locked the doors, and fumbled for her phone. She needed to call the police, but they wouldn't believe her. She was almost positive that this guy was the reason why her car had stalled. But then he shouted through the glass, "Your back wheel is about to fall off. You could have crashed." She looked in the rearview mirror and saw that her tire was barely hanging on. The man must have seen how distressed she was because he yelled, "Get out of the car. I'll fix it for you," gesturing for her to stay in the car. Still shaken, Maya watched as he wrestled with the tire. She wanted to call the police, but she was embarrassed. This whole thing was so stupid. A man had been trying to warn her, and she had thought that he was trying to hurt her. As she watched him work, he finally got the tire back on, and she saw that it was even better than before. He must have been working on cars for a living. She knew that she had to say something, but all she could muster was, "Thank you." He smiled sheepishly. "No problem, but please be more careful. That tire would have come off completely if you hadn't pulled over. You could have had a serious accident." Blushing, she nodded and got into her car. He approached the window and asked, "Where are you headed? I can escort you home." Relief flooded through her. Maybe she wasn't completely alone in this. She told him the name of her street, and he smiled. "That's close to where I am. I'll lead the way." She smiled back, thanking him again. As she drove, she watched as the taillights of the black SUV disappeared in the distance. Later that night, safely tucked into bed, Maya thought about the events that had unfolded. She couldn't help but smile. The stranger who had saved her life had turned out to be a good Samaritan. She felt silly for thinking that he had been there to hurt her, but she was just thankful that he had been. As she drifted off to sleep, she realized that sometimes the people you least expect can end up saving your life.